Hello and welcome to Operation Crypto. Today we're going to take a look into Zilliqa. When should you buy? Right, so let's begin. Let's have a look into Zilliqa and let's start off with some key statistics. So Zilliqa, which is the ticker ZIL, currently ranked 54 out of all cryptocurrencies with a market cap of $185 million. The maximum supply of Zilliqa will be 21 billion, and in circulation we currently have 10.2 billion of those being traded around. As you can see, we have a chart. We will look at the chart, more in-depth analysis on TradingView in a second. Market pairs, where we're trading most, so you can see we're getting 9% of the volume against Tether on Binance, and a massive proportion there of it's getting traded on OKX. As you can see, we have quite a lot of listings and pairs down here. How many we got? Well, we've got 108 confirmed pairs on CoinMarketCap. Some aren't getting any volume, some aren't, but as you can see, predominantly it's on the bigger exchanges where we're getting most of the volume. I would just like to look at the all-time highs because it will help us with this chart and set some potential targets for the future. So all-time high was May of 2018 and we're at 23 cents. So yeah, we still are a far way away from there. So we just need to check out the charts and see what we can do and how long it's going to take to get to that all-time high if we can break it. Right, into some technical analysis, and here we are looking at the Zilliqa Tether chart. This is a monthly chart on Binance. I just want to mark up a couple of key levels at the monthly, at the weekly, and then we'll go down to the daily and have a look at some potential entry points we can potentially get in the future for Zilliqa. So first I want to just mark on, let's get some monthly levels on here. So as you can see, there's a definite level there. It acted as resistance and resistance again. We did break through eventually, but that's a few months in advance. Let's just change that to the monthly. So that's fair. As you can see, I mean, you could have a few levels on here. Let's just have a look. We'll have that as a monthly level there, and one potentially there. I'm not going to go that far above because I don't think with price is going to get there in the next few months, to be honest. So that's monthly levels. Let's just drop down to the weekly. See if we can identify anything else here. As you can see, we have a level there. It's rejected off that area twice. We'll change that to the weekly. Just have a look, see if we can see anything else. I mean, you could say there's one there. Yeah, we'll take that. So that looks like a weak level there. It did act as support then, bounced back up, and also again support there. So as you can see, there's some support areas in and around that area. Now let's drop into the daily. So as you can see, we've got quite a few good levels on there, and then when we drop the Fibonacci on it, it should be able to hopefully marry up with those levels. So let's talk about prices. As you can see here, this will have been the 13th of March. So on the 13th of March, that's when Bitcoin had that massive 57% drop in price. But ever since then, everything's been on the up. And Zilliqa itself, it shot up to around just short of 3 cents there. So that'd have been a good trade if you held it from there and sold it towards these regions. Or even on the way up, you would have made some good money. In regards to a price, so if we just take a bottom wick there and move up, and if you held Zilliqa towards the beginning of the year, you could have expected a 1,272% price raise. So there's some big moves there, and hopefully some of you took profit and you didn't buy up here and you're still holding down here, because that's what happens in crypto when things are pumping. People only realise we're pumping once they've bought into them, and then it stops and then you're fucked really. So you just end up having to wait or sell at a loss. But let's get the Fibonacci on here and have a look at some potential levels for buying in. So what we're going to do is going to take the bottom body of that lowest point of the year, which was around March, and we'll take it up to the top, and we'll just drop into that top body. I'm not going to use a wicks because a wicks usually aim at taking out some of the higher or lower orders. So as you can see, we have retraced and we are currently hanging around the 0.382% retracement levels. So we've that's basically saying we've retraced 38%. As you can see, some of these levels are marrying up with a Fibonacci. The monthly up here is towards the top level, and then we have a monthly around the 23% level. So as you can see, we're getting some good areas to target here. So what I want to do is potentially look at some entry points, and I always use this. To be honest, for 618 is, I mean, if you're getting a 68% retracement from the highs, and that's a great point to entry. But in my opinion, same as the other two videos, I made a couple of videos on ADA and VET recently, and I do believe that we can get back down in some of these levels. I mean, my entry box for Zilliqa is a bit bigger because I'm willing to pay a bit more. So in my opinion, I will buy anything within those levels. So anything in them levels I will buy. If it comes down to 618, I will be happy enough to purchase Zilliqa. And even if it comes down to his level, I will keep topping up as we come down. And if it ever does get there, I mean, if it gets there, then you're absolutely laughing and you've got an investment of a century. So let's just mark it up as my buy zone. Sorry, can't spell today. There we go, buy zone. So that's my buy zone for Zilliqa. I mean, let's also put on the Hitman. So this is the trading indicator that it works out market momentum. As you can see, we had a bull up here on the 26th of April. That showed us that there was a shift in market momentum, and therefore gave me an alert to buy. It came all the way up. It never, I mean, you can change the sensitivity and it will give you areas. You can change it more sensitive, so a bull potentially could have came up here, sorry, a bear. But I tried to do the longer positional swings, and now we have a bear active. That means that, in my opinion, we're going to go down to these levels. The bear also indicates that there is a shift in market momentum and that things could start to get a little bit nasty. As you can see, this bull appeared here and we had a massive run, bear appeared here, so we could have a massive, I mean, another massive candle could print here and wipe this out, but we are in a bearish sentiment at the minute. As you can see, if you move along the timeline, it's been bullish and bearish and bullish and bearish, and them indicators are usually a great sign of what's happening in the market and what's happening momentum wise. With regard to a price prediction, I mean, who knows? Let's just zoom out onto the monthly. I'm not really a massive one for giving predictions on all-time highs. I mean, this isn't, I don't think it's marked on the chart on Binance doesn't go back quite far enough. I believe it was around 30, let's just look, yeah, around 30 odd cents, so I mean, it's a long way off yet. It was May 2018, so the supply, we're in the billions, so I mean, it's not, I reckon we can hit what you could say, I reckon 50 cent would be an absolute astronomy. No, that's miles away, isn't it? I mean, I've heard calls for Zilliqa $5. I don't think that'll ever happen, but I mean, I reckon 50 cent would be an absolute massive target. So yeah, from here it will be a big move. Let's just drop back to the daily. You can see a little bit more of what's going on. Yeah, I'm not really going to give a price prediction for it. Anywhere above 50 cent would be absolutely massive. So if you can aim for there, then that'd be good. But the first things first is to get in at these entry points. If you can get in here, then like I say, that will be absolutely massive. So let's just have a look at Zilliqa on the BTC chart and have a look at what you could potentially get in BTC price. So let's have a look on this one here. Zilliqa BTC, it's a Binance chart again. What I will do, I'll just draw the Fibonacci on again from the 13th of March. We're at the bottom level there, all the way up to the top. And as you can see, so we are currently hanging around 192 sats. And if I draw my box on here for my buy zone, do that again. Just takes my buy zone in here. Anything within 145 sats all the way down to these levels down here, so anywhere above 50 sats to 145 is a good buy in my opinion, and that will be a good area to target. As you can see, the bulls also, the bears are also active on the BTC chart as well. So anywhere sub 150 sats is it's pretty much a good investment in my opinion. So that will wrap it up for today's video. Please make sure you do like the video, subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, please either join the Crypto Mab Telegram group or just drop me a question in the comments on here. So thanks very much. I'll catch you next time.